Well, I must say my video on Wattle and Daub really got a lot of you thinking and enthusiastic and asking questions. And there were some really good questions that I'm going to have to sort out the answer to. Let's go and have a look. Right. Let's put F4 on, it's easier. Here we go. Now the first question, which was from iFishcat, which makes the point that Wattle and Daub acts as a fence. I can't get over it. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Wattle fence acts as a fence and I can't get over it. And iFishcat made the point saying, well, if it acts as a fence, what about these blocks that have fence in them? Do they act as a fence or do they act as a block? Yeah, they act as a block. So I can't cross here, but I can cross here. So I think that once you put daub on them, they do act as a block, which is good to know. Now, we had an inquiry from Heng7963 saying, if hardened clay is going to be archived, what happens to it? I had no idea what would happen to a block if it's archived and you can no longer make it, so it's no longer actually technically in the game. But another JRB, I think, has the answer and said that judging by what happened to other blocks when they had been dropped but archived, he thinks that the hardened clay will still exist, but you won't be able to craft more. I'm not really au fait with this, so I'm going to take another JRB's word for that. He or she seems to have a very sensible view on that, so let's go with that answer. So I'm looking for a hammer and a chisel. Let's look back through here, because the next question was, can these blocks be chiseled? So let's take a hammer and a chisel and indeed a wrench, because we need to sort this out. Let's get the hammer in our offhand. If anyone you want to know the quick way of doing that, you press X. So, firstly, can we chisel these blocks? Insulating block face, yes we can. So, we go to F, let's just, yes we can chisel them. And from my point of view, can I turn them round using a wrench? Do I have to press shift? Let me press, no, that doesn't help. Rotate, let's try that with the chisel. No, I'm not rotating here. Okay? Now the next question in my mind, of course, is if I put these two blocks, which I love, let's make that a chiseled block. Okay, let's take those two, and if we put a chiseled block, and I'm using that as my base block with this one, will it make a multi-material block? Yes, it will. So if we put this multi-material block down, ooh, that looks different. Okay, and then if we go for this larger one again, just do a bit to gather it, and then go for this block. There you go. You can use it as a multi-block and chisel it as such. Pretty good, eh? And then let's go to F, choose the first one. Wow. That's nice, isn't it? That's really nice. Now the other thing I want to do, let's get all this chiseling stuff off my bar, is I want to make some more of the Ashen, Wattle and Daub, because I only made one of each. And the reason for that is I want to see, is it in here? Yes, it is. Let's get this. Yeah, I've got enough to make one. I want a little bit more. I've got this and this. I need grass and clay. Let's go and get grass and clay. I want to see whether the blocks are all the same. And that's one thing I hadn't, not that one. Clay, I think it's the red clay we're using with this one. Let's take some blue clay in case I'm wrong. And grass. There we go. Couple of those. Right, let's make 4 and see whether they come out the same. Let's come outside in this little work area. So if I take, right, 8 of those, because it's 2 per block, we'll take 4 of those, 4 of those, 5 in fact, doesn't matter. And I think red clay will do it. Yes, look at that. So if we take these fences and the clay, okay, and we'll put the 1, 2, if I go on top, 3, 4, looks odd, put one there. All right, now we're going to do 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, they're different patterns. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? And if we look on the other side, oh wow, they are the same on the opposite side. Can you see the big patch in the corner is there? And it's here. So it looks as if, yeah, they're the same on all sides. So there is no need to rotate them. If you want a variation, all you have to do is to make more of them. And I have to say, oh, there's another different one. I am getting very excited by this. As are you guys, I know. Not sure whether we've got that one. Yes, we have. We've got it up there. So looking at it, you don't have to rotate or chisel to give variation. The variation is already there. But if you want to chisel it, then you can. Wow. So, thank you to iFishCat who asked about the properties of the block, whether it acted as a fence or a block. It's a block. Thank you for Spicy Death 82 who asked whether they could be chiselled. Thank you to Heng7963 who asked what happened to hardened clay. And thank you for another JRB who said he thinks the answer to the hardened clay is that it will remain as hardened clay, but you can't make more. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for such very, very interesting questions. Let me go and put this lot away and get back to making some basics for this boat I'm trying to get together. I will see you in the next videos, guys. Bye bye.